Hey TikTok, I wanted to make this video because I posted a video about my brother on his birthday. I wanted to give you a quick backstory. So me and my brother, we were taken into foster care when I was 2 years old. At least that's what I can remember. I remember being very young. I have recently, in the past year, have found my mom, my birth mom, who we continue to have a beautiful relationship. And one of her desires was that she would be able to see her children again, And my brother is one that I would say got away from me. We grew up in foster care until we were about 11 years old. We got separated because he started down a different path, and they ended up putting him in a drug rehab. He got introduced to drugs at a very young age, and so they separated us. And so I lived in one part of Texas and he lived in another. I got to see him very, very randomly. But we grew up in foster care together for the most part. We were best friends. I mean, we're only 3 years apart. And I was devastated when they separated us. But later on in life, when I was 11, they reunited us, but not together. We ended up going to a residential treatment center or facility. It was called Hill Country Youth Ranch out in the Hill Country, Texas, out in Ingram. And we were reunited there, but we grew up in separate homes. He aged out of foster care. When you age out of foster care, the system is basically done with you. They give you whatever paperwork you have and they say, okay, bye, see you later. Sometimes if you are blessed, you will have a treatment care team to help kind of facilitate what's going to happen next in your life. A lot of us didn't have that. It was basically like, okay, you graduated, now you got to figure it out. And that's what happened with him. He graduated high school with nowhere to go, no plan. He ended up going to go look for my mom. He ended up moving in with my mom, and while he was there, he brought some unwanted attention to my mom, and she said like she couldn't have him there, which I can totally understand because, my mom was trying to live right and he wasn't. He was trying to party and do all this other stuff. Well, the last that we heard was that my brother was in Fort Worth, Texas, in the Dallas area. The reason I'm putting out this video is because I'm trying to locate him. I don't know his situation. I don't know where he's at, but I would love to be able to regain contact with my brother, to be able to help him in any way that I can. It's scary to think that maybe it's too late or maybe he's not even here anymore. I don't know. But I'm putting this video out because I'm going to attach a few pictures. If anybody is familiar with the Dallas area or lives in Texas, his name is Armando Ruiz Jr. The last that we heard of him, he was in, I want to say Fort Worth, Texas, in Dallas area. But if you think you know where he is or heard of him or think you've seen him, please leave me a comment and let me know. I'm just trying to figure out if he's okay. He did reach out to me, guys, many years ago. I think it was in 2014. He put a message on my Facebook, and during that season I was just consumed with myself, not knowing what my life was going to end up, the whole situation with my children and just chaos. And he reached out and I missed it. I didn't get to contact him. I didn't reach out to him. I wasn't even aware that he contacted me. And I regret that every single day of my life because I felt like that was the opportunity to reconnect with him. There are some pictures that I have of his Facebook that I found. Knowing my brother, I don't know if he's happy. What I see is sadness. But I don't know. The power of social media these days is amazing. I've been able to find my mom, my real sister, and my children. So I'm just making this video in the hopes that maybe if somebody, if somebody sees this, maybe they can help me. So yeah,